Boy, George, join us now from London. There you are.
Yay!
You beautiful person.
Bangers. You knew I had bangers. That's a nice word.
They mean a few things.
It was... start off. Let's start with your first banger. It is great to see you. Look, we've missed you down under. It's been some time. You looking forward to it?
I'm always looking forward to getting to Australia. I never look forward to the journey, but once I'm there, I'm always delighted. And I don't want to leave once I'm there, because then I have to come back. But being in Australia is... There's something very kind of UK-ish about Australia. The people are very similar to people here. There's a kind of character that's quite similar to being at home, so I quite like it. People sort of tell you, they sort of say what they think, don't they, in Australia?
Absolutely. And it is a kind of your home away from home, isn't it? We're so familiar with you. You're so familiar with us.
Well, the first time I ever came to Australia was obviously in 1983, was it, or two? Long time ago. And I was quite surprised that anyone had heard of me because it was so far away. But obviously, having done The Voice, I really got to sort of know what Australia was like, you know, and I started to really enjoy it, you know, really enjoy the people and the sense of humour. You know, Australian therapy is get over it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Australia was good to you in Culture Club as well, right?
They were lovely to us. And actually, I mean, there were some people that didn't like us. Fred Nile, he didn't like us. Fred Nile is not lived in Egypt, did not like us. But he gave us lots of front pages, so it was kind of good. It was like it's not like we'd done a deal with him. It was like one of our best promoters.
Yeah.
And you're going to bring back your iconic 80s outfits as well, right? Please tell us you will.
No.
Come on.
What?
Kind of what I do now is sort of, you know, I wear hats, but I'm not trying to be what I was in 1982. Oh, no.
And why not?
Because there's new fashions now, you see, new things to wear. No, there's always new things. But I've definitely got my look. It's not necessarily fashion. It's more of a kind of personal style thing. Although I hate being defensive about clothes. Who cares about clothes? They're not that important.
Yeah, but they're fine and everything that's old is new
They're
again.
not. If you don't have a personality, it's about what you wear.
Sometimes
So
the
true.
clothes do not make the man.
man.
Just slipped a bit of George Michael in there. Look, I wanted to say too, on behalf of everyone in Australia, how sad we were at the passing of your ma. How are you doing?
I'm good. You know, it was quite difficult to share the experience with so many people, you know, because obviously, as I say, it's a personal thing, but she was an amazing person. I was with her when she passed, and it was, you know, it was life-changing. You know, it's a moment. You know, losing your mother is like there's nothing you can compare it to. It's like, and my mother was such an amazing woman and such a strong character. Her two favourite things in life were Kentucky Fried Chicken and Primark. That was my mum.
Oh, yes.
Legend.
She had me at
You have
Kentucky.
that in Australia.
She had
I'll
me.
bleep that bit. We're not promoting them.
We can do whatever you want. It's your show. And what was her favourite of your songs?
My mum was amazing. One of my favourite stories about my mum was I did a show a couple of years ago, and she was coming in, and they went to search her handbag. And my mum had a bit of a sort of Mariah Carey moment. She was like, excuse me, do you know who I am? And there was a security rushed out. They're like, this is so damn. They brought her in. And it really made me smile to hear that, because I always wanted my mum to feel like she was special, you know, and certainly to me, she was the most important person in my entire life. And it feels insane talking about her not being here. You know, I haven't buried her yet. That's happening in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I mean, we really want to celebrate who she was. She was a rebel. She was a great sense of humour. She was my collaborator when I was a teenager. She helped me make my outrageous clothes.
Oh, wow.
She was my, you know, she was my sidekick, you know.
Do you know, we're very sad for the loss. It's so lovely of you to talk about her like that, and the impact she had on you with clothes. I mean, they were very different times in the 80s, were they not? I mean, the clothes that you brought, one of the first openly gay men. You had multiracial band. I mean, this.
You tell people I'm gay.
But you know what? It was trailblazing in so many ways.
It really was.
Well, you know what? There's been a lot of stuff about the drag thing, and I would say Australia gave us the best drag queen on the planet, Dame Edna Everage.
Yeah.
The most genius comedian that you could ever think of. I mean, I'm so glad I never got done by Dame Edna. I never got interviewed, I don't think, anyway. I think I swerved that. But yeah, I feel like it was, for me, in the 70s when it started with David Bowie and T-Rex and glam rock. That was when I sort of started getting into dressing up. Punk rock, obviously. My mum hated punk rock.
And you know that Dame Edna's a little bit crook at the moment too.
Yeah, Barry's in hospital.
Heard that. Well, listen, I send Barry my love, because what a genius comedian. What a genius.
Yeah.
Incredible, incredible. All right, and now we know that you've been working on a biopic. That those plans have been shelved at this point. Is that going to happen at any time soon? Because
I'm not working on it.
Well, someone else. Your people are.
I'm doing the lighting. I'm doing the lighting because I've got to make sure I look good. It's one of those things that I don't know. You know, I'm sort of excited about it, but also just kind of, will they get it right? That's the question. You know. I want it to be like truthful and scathing with lots of sequins.
Oh.
Well, it's such a colourful life that you've led. I mean, gee, we wanted a little peek behind the curtain just to see what the real Boy George is like.
Oh.
Oh, much nicer than what you've read. Much nicer. Such a lovely.
Always the way.
Well, we are very much looking forward to it. A lot of artists get kind of strange about singing some of their biggest hits. We sure hope to see you front and centre doing your thing down here in Chameleon. I mean,
there's so many good bangers.
So many passions to that song.
If you didn't sing the hits, you'd have sort of, you know, it would just be a disaster. I mean, what sort of good would that be? I've always sung the hits, whatever. You know, I don't know why they put it on the poster. It's obvious, isn't it? I'll be singing the hits and I'll be wearing a hat and I'll be fabulous. What else do you need to know? Come and buy tickets.
Don't worry, we're going to buy tickets. We love seeing you.
You got free tickets, no worries. You got free tickets, VIP.
All right.
How good.
Yes. Finally. Tickets for the Australian Culture Club tour go on sale tomorrow. Head to tickettech.com.au. See it. He's a must-see. Beautiful, mate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh, my God. Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?
Always happens.